What is going on, guys? zVitiate here, and I'm bringing you guys a personal commentary, probably my most personal commentary. And before I even, go on, I just want to let you guys know if you troll on this video, which you guys probably won't, 'cause you guys are amazing and everything, but I'm gonna block you, no hesitations whatsoever, because this is probably gonna be the most personal commentary I probably will ever upload. And this week I haven't uploaded many videos, and basically, the reason why is basically what I'm gonna tell you in this video. So, basically, today, Saturday, is the third year anniversary of my brother's death. It happened February 18th, 2009. So I thought I'd tell you guys a story about it. So, the morning I had to wake up and I had to go to school to print out an archaeology report. And, the reason why I had to go to school and print it out is because our printer, we got like one of like the brand new kinds, and, like the ink would smudge if you got it wet, and I wanted it perfect for this report. And right before we left, because I left really early, I had to wake up my brother because my mom wanted to make sure that he wouldn't, oversleep school, because recently he was sick for about 5 days. So he really had to go to school and catch up on a lot of stuff. So I go in there and I yell, "Teddy, wake up!" And I'm not really, um, checking if he's awake. I'm not really like caring if he's awake or anything. I just yell it to get it over with. And right before I leave the front door, which is about 100 feet away, just yell "love you." It's just like courtesy goodbye, as some people would say. So I go to school, print out my paper, turn it in, and then we hop over to PE, which is about fourth or fifth period. I'm not quite sure. It's a long time ago, and all's going well. PE ends, and we go down the stairs to get back on the bus, even though we could have walked, and they see that there was an accident by the school, and everyone was like puzzled, what is it? But no one really thought about it, because they said that they were going to order in pizza and that we are going to be able to play dodgeball. And instantly when I heard this, I'm like, wow, this is going to be a great day, because I'm not gonna lie, my school's food wasn't amazing, but just they tried too hard. They made like this antibacterial, gluten-free, organic chicken with like this basil sauce and everything. And sure, it's great food and everything, but as a teenager, sometimes you just want pizza. So we were all hyped that they were going to order in pizza. And the second thing is that we didn't play dodgeball a lot that year for PE. I'm honestly not quite sure why, but I love dodgeball, so I was, definitely happy. I'm like, oh my god, this is the best day of school ever. And into the second game of dodgeball, my teacher, Mr. Backrack, he comes and pulls me out. It says that my mom has to talk to me. I was very puzzled by this, but when I went outside, I saw basically the head of athletics. He's not technically considered the head of athletics, but he's been there for like a long time, and he's there. His name is Mr. Samuelson, and he's there, and I'm out there with Mr. Backrack, and I think there's like an administrative person around there. I'm not quite sure. And the first thing I see when I see my teacher and like basically the head of athletics, even though he's not there, I'm like, wow, am I in trouble? What did I do? Why is my mom coming to see me? Am I gonna get expelled? Am I gonna get suspended? Am I in trouble? Do I have to switch schools? And like all these things were running through my head, and I honestly thought that I was in extreme trouble. And finally they said that my mom was downstairs, so we took the elevator down, and the whole ride down I just started to cry, because I was just thinking, why? Like, what could I have done wrong that would have caused this? And when I get downstairs, I see my mom, and there's two people next to her. One was named Sage, I don't know the other person. But when I see my mom, she's just crying and crying and crying, and she's shaking and she's shivering, and she can barely like talk and move or do anything. And the two ladies, they escort her into the elevator, and we go up. And they said that my mom must have talked to me in the fourth floor. And instantly when I saw my mom, they either thought I killed someone or something bad has really happened. I thought, is my mom, sick? Is Teddy sick? Did Teddy, I don't know, like break his leg? Am I sick? Am I getting expelled? Did something really bad happen? Did something really good happen? Which obviously wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? I was just like completely confused about what was happening. And we get up to the fourth floor and we go in the room, and I can basically picture this perfectly. And there's no lights on the room. The computers are all turned off. The two iMacs in the room. I sit in the left chair, my mom sits in the right chair, pretty comfy, and there's like the phone right in front of me, and that's probably the only light that you can actually see, but the majority light that's actually in the room is coming from the window facing 85th or 86th Street, and just not that bright outside when this was happening, and my mom sits me down, and I don't think I'll ever forget this moment. And she just lets out this sigh and says, Teddy is dead. He fell out of an 11th-story window. And at that second, I just lost it. I lost it 100%. I just couldn't keep myself together. The window that I mentioned about where the light's coming from, I honestly just wanted to jump out of it because my brother was everything to me. I didn't have a dad growing up, and my brother was just the person I loved the most in the world, and he was just everything to me. He meant everything to me. And just thinking that he was dead was just not possible. It wasn't possible, and still to this day I just can't, imagine that it's really true. I just can't imagine that he's not here. I just can't imagine that my brother is gone forever because he was just everything to me. He meant everything to me. I mean, it just feels like right now there's like something missing out from me, and he tells me this news, I'm just kicking things, punching things, hitting the wall, and just like I'm in agonizing pain, and that pain I still feel. I try to keep it in. Of course, you want to put on a little happy face for everyone in real life because no one wants to see a sad, grumpy, freaking 15-year-old. But honestly, inside, I miss him every day, and since he's died, I've changed so much. I used to be a try-hard academic, and I'm going on a side tangent here, but ever since, he passed away, I'm just like, I don't really give a crap about anything. I just want to, have fun, get my mind off of things. That's why I barely do homework and I still get good grades. I'm not that I'm stupid, just that I've lost all interest and I've just become addicted with gaming. First was World of Warcraft, now it's Call of Duty, yada yada yada. But back on the story. So after this happened, she said I can either go back to the school and see the body that's covered up with a tarp, or go home with my mom's best friend and business partner, Ava Steve. And I choose that one because I just would have lost it and just been destroyed if I went back to the school. So I go there, and how I'm wired, it's just like I can't deal with this kind of pain. So I was just trying to find a way to not feel so bad, but I just couldn't. So we go back to our house, order some foods, and I watch some cartoons, and then the rabbis come over. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a religious person, but at this time I just needed someone to talk to. And one of the rabbis, his name is Rabbi Ben. He's about like 27-ish, something like that, and I just talked with him, went outside, we had a walk, and this whole time I was just crying and crying. I just couldn't believe it. I was just in this shocked state, and I still am today. So that's just going on, and then the next day is just a huge blur. I'm not quite sure what happened, but what I do remember the next day was my mom went to go with her aunt who flied in from Colorado to see the body. And they said that if they thought it was, not worthy, just like, if they didn't think it was going to be bad enough for me to see it, they would have let me see it. So they go, and they come back. And when they came back, I asked why. They didn't, did they forget to ask me, or did they have to leave early? But they wouldn't let me see the body. And that's the one thing I'm pissed off about in my life, because I never got to say goodbye to my brother. I mean, just the morning before, I just yelled, "Teddy, wake up, wake up." I never said love you. I never got to say my goodbye to my brother, and it hurts me because I feel like it's just never done for me. This awful thing that happened, it's still not real to me. I never got to say goodbye to my brother. I never got to give him one kiss goodbye. I never got to give him a final hug when my mom did. I know that's so selfish of me to speak of, but honestly, he just meant everything to me. He was like my teacher. He used to teach me math. He taught me computer science. He taught me architecture. He taught me math. He talked to me about life and everything. And he was just everything to me. And I don't want to get too emotional here. I don't want to start crying. So what turns up actually happening with this whole entire thing, what led my brother to jump out the 11th-story window, is something called impulsive suicide. It's not planned. It's not, anything that you're thinking about ahead of time. It's just like on the spur, on the moment, you think about it and you do it. And if you honestly sat down for about 10, 15, 20 minutes, you're not going to do it. And what had happened, as I said earlier, he was sick for a long time and he had to make up a lot of tests. And, he kind of cheated in a way on a test. And my brother had like the most, academically sound, career. He was like this honor A student. He would have gone out to being like the next great genius, and he was sick. He didn't want to fail, so he did this little cheating thing, and he did it. And they caught him. And Mr. Thornton, the teacher, is a fucking bitch. By the way, as you guys are gonna hear right now, He saw that he was in this like great distraught once he told him this and said it was gonna hurt his academic grade and everything. He saw him like all frantic and everything. And guess what? He did squat shit. He let my brother fucking leave like a fucking idiot that he fucking is. He let him leave. He goes up to the 11th floor. There's a dance teacher there and asks, "What are you doing here? You can't be here alone." He's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna practice some dance moves." That teacher goes in the hallway. He takes down his jacket, takes off his backpack, and he jumps. And I'm gonna end it here, guys. I don't wanna start crying on you guys, so I'm gonna end it here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.